Virginia Tech, the home of the Hokies. And don't forget, my son, it's time for Enter Sandman. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game, one of the things that coach is worried about today is that they will be without their starting quarterback. Got hurt in their game last week, and so today their backup is going to get his first action of this season. Coach told me they want to make things easy for him early. They've talked to the other teammates. Everybody do your job. Make sure he can get comfortable with everyone around him so he can make some plays for us down the stretch. Back to you.
We'll see how they react. Officially underway. He'll bring it out. It's Barres. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it cost the defense a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Joyner. Knocked down immediately. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
3rd and long right here. Handoff to Joyner. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for 3rd in California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back. Let's see what happens next.
This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Davis looking to pass. Finds his target. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Daniels. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
Second down, gonna throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They give it to the freshman, his first carry. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And the Gamecocks will go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Finds his man. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Davis will throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! They're on the board first here in the season opener. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that drive covered just 44 yards, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. This drive will open from the 15. RPO complete. Fights off a defender. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. And the Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a give to Joyner. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period, first down here. They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Pulls it. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Hokies decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. All the way back to the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Rush right in his face. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. Davis looking to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Got it, looking for the 1st down. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keep...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Breaks into the open.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Leaves it in his belly. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Now on first and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Davis will throw. Out wide left, it's Taylor. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Daniels. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Davis looking to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Joyner to begin the drive.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Second and long here. Davis will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
You got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
Drops back on first down. Touchdown, South Carolina! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's open things up with North Texas in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Duke Blue Devils.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11.
And it's the Mean Green, looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll open the second half on the ground. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Catch in the middle, it's Carter. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Davis looking to pass. Finds a man on the left. Runs through a man, and he might have space. At the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some...
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Back's got it on the screen. There he goes!
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Wide receiver comes in motion. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And you got to imagine at halftime, there were some words being thrown around. Obviously, guys, we can't throw around those words in the booth right here. But coming out in this second half, like no points in the first half and putting a drive together, that's what this offense needed. A lot more energy, a lot more emotion.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's going for the big play. Hits him in stride at the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it. It's Joyner. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Right side, it's Joyner. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. $90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turning it on. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Carter. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Davis will throw. They're all over him. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Back to pass on 2nd down. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. He's changing the play. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw one first. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Makes the grab. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Left side, it's Taylor. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Davis looking to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Punt is on its way. Trying to take it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's Quentin one more time. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Hokies will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Davis will throw. Working that left side now. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
See some running room. Breaks into the open. The 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. And the Hokies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Joyner again. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Quentin Joyner. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Unloads in the nick of time. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Got to make the play on fourth. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Gamecocks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Caught on the RPO. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man, like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do a 1st and goal.
Looking for the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. He's taking a deep shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their